At that point, I'd done 3 straight Broadway plays. I had 2 years in a row with Daisy, with these amazing Brock Peters and Julie Harris. And then you get to Ellen and you go, okay, what have you done? Nothing. You may audition for a sitcom. So you're kind of starting over when you're going to another market. So I essentially did and learned how to.
Right.
But it works both ways. Yeah. I mean, what Brian talks about in the aspect of auditioning for television and how it's different. I mean, a stage audition versus an audition for a sitcom versus an audition for an hour dramatic show. They're very, very different. It's like you do a film audition, which is here, and then you take it only a tiny bit up for a drama television audition, or you do a film audition, and then for a sitcom, you're basically one step below stage. And also, at a read-through on a sitcom, they're expecting you to hit the home run. They're going to lob the pitch, and they want the joke. They want you to hit the joke. Know where it is, hit it.
This is true. I mean, they actually, I mean, when you audition for a sitcom, you are essentially showing them what you will do. And they don't want, and there's legendary stories. I mean, I was one of them. I mean, the first one I did, you went to the, I actually wasn't, it was Kevin Cooney, a friend of ours. He auditioned for his first sitcom and got it. He goes in the room and he was an actor studio guy, so he sits down in the script and is reading like this, you know. He's doing it. And the producers are going, and they called his agent at lunch and they said, "What's the matter?" And the agents called him and said, "You can't do that. You got to do what you don't."
Yeah, if you go in and say, "Well, we can rehearse," right? They go, "You're fired."
He's not kidding. He's actually not kidding. Actually, the thing I got that distilled it down when I was working then, when I would go in, is that you could not give them a reason to not hire you. If you gave them a reason to not hire you, you would not get the job. Because they don't think in those kind of terms. They just think in terms of, can we slot this person into this function?
Well, they want to see it when you walk through the door.
When you walk through the door.
But the difference is, I mean, there's different ways to look at it. If you become a professional musician and you walk in and they give you a piece of popular music and you've got to know how to play it. And so you play it.
That's right.
And it's not like we're going to play jazz and we're going to riff with one another. We're going to play the piece. You come in, they drop the music, all these pro players come in, they play it. And they go, yeah, you, and you, you're hired. And the difference between that and coming into a stage experience where you strip everything away and start afresh, and a director, you know, takes you and molds what's going to happen there. It's a totally different experience. And when you came out to Los Angeles, you were coming full bore for the theater experience. And it was kind of startling to come into television, which was so results-oriented, the exact opposite of how you've been trained.
Right, right. Although there is a certain, in the end though, I found it, I liked it in the end, because there was a certain sense, there was for lack of better words, there was an adultness about it that was like, you're in charge of producing your product.
Right.
It's not, you know,
marketing as well.
That's right. You know, just come in and do. You know, you've worked. You know, they're not hostile to you. They just expect you to have it.
Show me.
You know,
right.
and there was a certain, after you got into that world, there was a certain satisfaction in bringing that and going home.